Hey, gang! Welcome back to Tuesday Night Treasures here at Geek Out in Old Town Burleson. As always, even the helmet can't hide that I am your favorite bearded hero, Charles, back for another episode to tell you all the cool Marvel independents and collectibles, like the one on my head, for Tuesday night. Whew. Alright, so as you can tell, first collectible. Really cool Mighty Morphin Power Rangers original Blue Ranger Triceratops helmet. Very cool stuff. If you got a big old beard, it's not quite long enough to cover it, but otherwise, it's very cool. Really adjustable. The shade of blue is super pretty. If you remember back before Hasbro got the license to these, so Hasbro now has the license to all Power Rangers toys. Bandai had it for literally up until about 2-3 years ago. And they did a set of helmets. They didn't get through all of them. They got through like green and red, and that was about it. And they were more screen accurate than these, had bigger mouths and stuff like that. But they were also at about 2.5 times the price of these. So these helmets come in at $90. About every 6 months, they've been releasing a new one for each Ranger, and eventually they'll get through all the main Rangers. They've done a white and a red and a pink already. Blue comes out tomorrow. Black, I think, comes out in around Christmas, and then yellow is supposed to come out next summer, and then green would be next Christmas. So they're getting them out fairly quickly in comparison, and they are excellent. They come with a really nice stand. They are excellent show pieces. They're actually not very uncomfortable. They're fairly comfortable. They do have a nice little gap between the helmet and the visor, so your face breathes pretty well. They don't fog up too badly. But if you need a nice helmet for your Power Ranger cosplay, Hasbro Lightning Collection helmets, pretty nice. I will say though, as y'all noticed, the beard kind of sticks through the bottom. But so. Normally I don't start with collectibles, but you know I couldn't miss a chance to wear a mask in the show like I always do. Yeah, so we'll do the rest of the collectibles later. We'll jump into some comics in just about a second or two. So at the beginning of the show, I wanted to go ahead and let y'all know a couple of small announcements. Starting on Monday, this coming Monday, August the 8th, at 7 p.m., we will start Adventure League every other Monday here at Geek Out. It's going to be every other Monday starting August 8th. It'll be 7 to 9 p.m. It is beginner friendly, pre-constructed sheets, or you can create your own person or your own character and bring them in and play some nice quick little campaigns. Lots of fun stuff. But so I know the last show we had some fun with Chandler and we had some audio issues, so we're trying a new microphone system. So let me know if it sounds better, sounds worse, sounds the same, can't tell the difference. If it sound like crap, give me a little bit of feedback so I know if I need to make any other adjustments. But with that being said, we'll jump into the comics. First comic of the week, G.I. Joe number 296. Some cool Snake Eyes playing poker. Well, not poker, at the casino. He's playing craps, but whatever. Anyway. Next, you got Godzilla Rivals versus Batra. Cool stuff. If you like your Godzilla, there you go. Gojira. All right. Iron Man 22 with that beautiful Alex Ross cover. Awesome stuff. Legion of X number 4. These are fun with a very cool Spider-Gwen and I think he's Groot. Mech Strike Monster Hunters number 2. Moon Knight number 14. You know, we got some mixed feelings about that show around here. I rather enjoyed it. I know that Moon Knight doesn't do as much in the comics for the supernatural side. It's more of a street level anti-hero, but I enjoyed it. I liked that they went with the whole mythology side. Spider-Punk number 4. That wanted poster in the background of Captain Anarchy. Pretty cool. More Spidey books. Spider-Man 2099 Exodus number 5. We are introducing X-Men 2099, so some cool stuff going on there. A second printing of Thor 26, the final issue of Banner of War. Very cool imagery with Hulk all Thored out. Yeah, the Transformers, the best of the rarities. One shot. Fun stuff there. Tales of Suspense number 57. I think it's a facsimile. Pretty sure it's facsimile. Pretty cool stuff. X-Men Red number 5, because it can't be a Marvel day without multiple X books. There's another cover for X-Men Red. Sounds pretty creepy. Pretty cool. Yet another X-Men book, Immortal X-Men number 5. This one's probably the best X book going right now. Pretty cool stuff. There's cool Emma Frost variant of Immortal X-Men. X-Men 92, House of 92. Fun stuff. So this is the one that I can't wait to sit down and read. Looks super cool. They gave Peach Momoko her whole own book. I mean, she's been doing this Demon Wars thing. This is her whole demon thing with a lot of the X-Men characters. So now she's doing Demon Wars. This is the Iron Samurai number 1. Kind of a samurai style retelling of Civil War. Super cool, super fun. Can't wait to read that one. You got a very cool variant with a very samurai style Iron Man. A kind of cutesy, cartoonish variant. And the A cover that looks like that famous classic Civil War cover, but they're all samurai'd out, which that's pretty cool. Can't wait to sit down and read that one. We've got second printing of The Amazing Spider-Man number 3. Cool stuff. This looks fun. What if I told you that in my hands I have a book with Spider-Man Noir, Arana, Spider-Laird, and everyone's favorite variant of Spider-Man, Spider-Rex, Edge of the Spider-Verse number 1. That's just a cool looking cover right there. Can't wait to sit down and read that one too. This week's TBR is going to be ugly. Scotty Young variant of the same book. Ghost Rider number 5. That new Ghost Rider's been pretty fun. Some indies now. Jonathan Luna's 20XX Transport. That is a one-shot. Next, Skybound X of Images Tomorrow. From the Invincible universe, we've got Battle Beast in his own one-shot. Cool stuff. Tinian's indie book right now that's pretty creepy and cool. The Closet, issue 3. Yeah, that's issue 3. New indie from Image, The Dead Lucky. That looks kind of cool and intriguing. A second printing of 8 Billion Genies, number 1. That one's been kind of surprisingly popular, but it is Charles Soule, so he does good stuff. Some Mike Mignola, Hellboy stuff, Frankenstein New World, number 1. Another indie from new indie from Image, Golden Rage, number 1. Got no clue, but it's an Image number 1, so it's worth giving a shot. This year, what is probably going to be the number 1 book of the year, you've got Grimm number 2. This is the second or third printing. I'm not sure. We've done so many printings of this. This is the second printing. Yeah. Issue 1 is on its 4th or 5th printing now. It's a really good book, too. Boom doesn't do subsequent printings very often, so the fact that they're doing as many as they are, that should tell you something about that book. It's really good. Little Monsters number 6, another really good indie book from Jeff Lemire. Magic the Gathering number 17. If you like your cards, here's your comics. Mighty Morphin number 22 in the Charge to 100. There is the 1 in 10 variant for it. Same cover, just Virgin variant. Spawn, number 332. Cool stuff. Stillwater 14. Some more Zdarsky. Sweet Paprika 11. I thought this one wrapped up, but I guess it didn't. I mean, Mirko Andolfo's artwork is pretty amazing. This one, I don't know what's going on. Dark Horse Comics, Survival Street, number 1. It looks like Demented Sesame Street, which I think that's what they're just going for. So, fun stuff. Survival Street, number 1. And a very, very bleak B cover. You got traditional, like, Sesame Street style, and then you've got Into the World, Nuke Bomb, yeah. Skulls on the ground. You can play hopscotch on this side, and skulls on the ground. That's pretty cool. I might just check it out just because I grew up on Sesame Street. That was my babysitter for most of my formative years. Scotty Young's Twig, issue 4. I think this one is about to wrap up. I think it is a 5-issue limited series. But it's been so popular, I wouldn't be surprised if it got picked up and had another series run soon. Next, you got your Deluxe Walking Dead number 44 in color. So if you enjoyed it the first time, the director's cut the second go around. Bah. And everyone's favorite Zorro, black and white noir. So that wraps up the comics for the week. Lots of good stuff coming out this week. Lots of fun stuff. Oh, no. Like that. That's kind of... There we go. That's better. So lots of really cool stuff coming out this week. I have some trade paperbacks, and I have some graphic novels, and I have some couple of books. So let's see what we've got. And they're a little mixed up. I'm sorry for them being a little mixed up. So they're going to be kind of all over the place. But hey, what else is new? It's fun that way, right? Unpredictable. You might get a trade, you might get a manga, you might get a novel. Who knows? Let's find out. Strange Academy, Volume 2, Wishcraft. Gotta love Scotty Young. Next, Dungeon Crawlers Academy number 1. That kind of looks fun. When 4 kids went through a mysterious portal, they discovered an endless dungeon full of treasure, monsters, and magic. Cool. Sounds fun. And it is it's a graphic novel. It is an all-ages graphic novel, so that's always fun. I like it whenever they do all-ages graphic novels. Looks like a manga, reads like a comic, beginning after the end. Number 1. Now, it is currently the 20th anniversary of Bleach, so they are reissuing the manga. So you have Bleach 20th anniversary, number 1. So if you never read it, it's a good time to start jumping on. Ooh, children's book. Golden Book, Spidey and his amazing friends. Sandman won't share. Pocket Sand. From one extreme to the next. It's a Junji Ito collection coloring book. That's just creeptastic. Yep, that's pretty cool. Baby Teeth, Year 2. Some Donny Cates goodness right there. Hardback. Some classic Cap. Captain America, Heroes Return. Complete collection. Volume 2. Ice Cream Man, Sunday edition. Big Bad. I'm not sure how much of this goes, but it's a big chunk of, it's a considerable chunk. This is probably like the first 5 trades, I think. Who knows? I don't know. But there's a lot of it. But it's Volume 1, Sunday edition of Ice Cream Man. I do like whenever they do those pretty big bad editions. Sometimes they can do them too large and too thick. They'll do them like short and thick, and then they're a little bit too hard and cumbersome to read. But whenever they're that tall version, with well spread out, they're pretty easy to read. Still a little hefty, but it's well balanced, so it's easy to read. Avengers, Volume 8 of the Epic Collection. Kang War covers 1974 through 1976. Avengers 129 through 49 and Giant Size 2 through 4. So lots of classic Avengers goodness. And with Kang being the new big bad for the MCU, Nice primer to help you catch up on who's this guy. Fantastic Four number 10. Covers number 40 through 42. Reckoning War Trial of the Watcher. So, good stuff. So, I guess it's the Reckoning War stuff. Fun stuff. And we've got a visual history, Marvel Year by Year, new edition, with a foreword by the late, great Stan Lee. So it is updated for, let's see how current it gets. I wonder if it's going to be in here, but yep, it goes all the way up through the end of 2021. So pretty darn, like the last thing in it is Amazing Spider-Man 76. So yeah, that goes right up till the end of 2021. That's not bad. That's not bad. Give it a few years, get another one, and then catch up some more. So year by year Marvel. Very cool. Let's see what year it starts in. It was like 80 years. 1940s, 1939. So fun stuff. Fun stuff. All right, next we've got, okay, so now we have the books. Reissues in the Star Wars Legends. So you get the Essential Legends trade paperback styles, what my wife likes to call floppy editions, and Essential Legends collections. You've got Death Troopers. I remember this was really cool. Has kind of like a cool like zombie look on it. The original artwork had like a hanging trooper helmet with like a freaking nasty meat hook through it. So that's pretty cool imagery too. Sweet. All right. Next, you've got Kratos Trap, Book 3 of Rogue Squadron. So that puts all of Rogue Squadron in this new floppy. So if you don't have the old style bricks, now you can have the new floppies, and they all kind of look uniform because they have that gold banner on the side of them. You can line them up, and they all look cool on your shelf, and it looks like a cool collection. Anyway, next, I loved this book whenever I read it, whenever it came out. Darth Maul Shadowhunter. Very cool. Unfortunately, this is one of those ones that I know for a fact that they retconned a lot of the stuff with the Disney stuff. But it was still a fun read. It was a really good read. It was enjoyable. I liked it. I just realized this copy is somebody somewhere. But luckily I got like 3 more other copies of this, so I'll just shoot anyone an email. And new book. New Star Wars book. New old canon. Star Wars Padawan. With a young Space Jesus on it. So, fun stuff. Padawan. That's Star Wars. Some more Obi-Wan stories. Because you can't have enough Obi-Wan stories. Alright. And that does it for the books. So we've got the comics out of the way. We've got the trades and the manga and the books out of the way. So I will tell you, I'm looking at a stack of collectibles that was so big that normally I take them out and we see the actual close-ups, but I had so many come in today that I didn't get a chance to do that, so it's going to be a bunch of boxes with pictures on them. But you can at least see the new stuff, and we will get them out in the glass within the next day or so. So, but before we get to the statues, we got new bag clips. Dragon Ball Super. You can get Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Krillin, Piccolo, Goten, Trunks, Wiz, Beerus, and a couple of exclusives. Looks like a Dragon Ball and probably some version of a Super Saiyan Goku. I mean, it's obviously Goku's hair, but maybe Gogeta or something jazz like that. Or not. Is that? I don't know. I don't dragon or ball. Next, we've also got, sticking with the animes, we got some Cowboy Bebop bag clips. You can get Spike, Faye, Ed, Jet, Ein, Julia, Vicious, Punch, Judy, or a couple of exclusives. One of them looks like a variant of Spike, and I forget that character's name, but it's the other dude from the... I don't remember. But, yeah. So, Cowboy Bebop, bag clips, more cool stuff. And last but not least, Series 3 of TMNT bag clips. From those, you can get, of course, the 4 big boys, Mikey, Raph, Donatello, Leonardo. You get Leatherhead, everybody's favorite gator from Florida. Rat King, Muckman. I had one of those action figures when I was a kid. It was gross. Muckman, yeah, Muckman, ew. Splinter as a lizard. I don't remember that, and I remember a lot. Slash, and then the exclusives. One of them looks like a mouse droid, and I can't tell what the other one is. But some cool stuff. So, bloop. There's that. Next, all right, so we'll jump into some of these statues. Got our boy from Demon Slayer. Very cool. Very nice. Then we've got, in that same lineup of statues, we've got a Majin Vegeta, which is very cool. A very unhappy Vegeta. Mad Chris Sabat. Alright, next. Stick with the Dragon Ball. And I actually might get, even though I don't really Dragon Ball, I might get one of these. It's a Shinron that looks like a driftwood statue. I had a few driftwood statues whenever I came back from Japan. And unfortunately, over the years, they all just kind of broke, disappeared. I had a dragon and an eagle. I mean, it's a dragon one that was like this tall. Pretty cool. It fell off a shelf. Same with the eagle busted in travel, but they're very cool. But this has, I mean, he's obviously plastic, but he very much has that driftwood styling and artwork, the painting to him. So I might pick him up because he looks pretty cool. Next, Q-Poskets. Everybody loves Q-Poskets. Hatsune Miku Q-Posket. Very cool, very cute. And her little gray get-up. Next, from Jujutsu Kaisen, that guy. I'm not going to pretend like I know who he is, because I have not Jujutsu Kaisen yet. But he's pretty cool. It's a nice little figure. If you like Jujutsu Kaisen, he's there. From Otherworlder, I believe. Or I think this is from that slime show. So I was reanimated as a slime or something like that. But this guy, I think his name is Otherworlder, and that's the show he's from. I was once reincarnated as a slime or something like that. And from that same anime, no, Otherworlder is the lineup. I don't know what that character's name is, but because the box is 95% in Japanese, like even where it would tell me what his name is, it's Japanese. Yep. But there's a little green blob guy. He's from that slime anime as well. So finally getting some of that stuff out and about. From My Hero, we got some Dabi. See, a lot of people last week saw the little picture of Toga and Dabi, and I got a bunch of Togas, and everybody's like, why didn't you get any Dabis? I don't know, because Diamond sent stuff to me weird. But now we have Dabis. Next, some One Piece. The Grand Line Lady. That's very pretty. That's very cool. Back to the Demon Slayer. Back to a Japanese box, so I can't even tell you her name, but you probably know if you'd want her. If you want her, you know her name. It's a very nice, lovely statue. Very pretty. Next, from One Piece, we've got Mr. Zoro. Which I know he's his name because he's like Gerhardt's favorite character. So, very nice Zoro statue. Bloop. And this one looks like he's on the poop deck, literally. It's Luffy. Luffy on the poop deck. Another one of those 100 volume anniversary series. I'm just throwing stuff now. Luffy. Cool. Alright, next. We got some of them little mini guys. I like the fact they're not blind boxes, but you got Nezuko or Tanjiro. That guy who looks kind of lame, but I've told you he's not. Fire Dude and Ice Guy. I'm sorry. I apologize. I have not watched enough Demon Slayer. I've caught like the first 2 episodes. And so that's those. So you got a variety of those. Cool stuff. Next, you got some WCF World Collectible Figures. These ones are from the Great Pirates. So they're from One Piece. And luckily, so with these, you've got... I'm going to stop pretending like I know names, but Top Hat Man. He wears a feather boa guy. looks really happy, and it has, I don't know, he just looks happy. Good for him. Mr. Tryhard? I don't know. Mr. Try Hard but look cool while doing it. Bro has 2 cigars in his mouth, not just one. And Miss I'm done with your shit. I don't know what their names are, I'm sorry. But they look cool. Little guys. Pretty cool little guys. Next, we've got a model kit. And we don't get a lot of model kits. We don't get a lot of stuff in general for Zoids, but it is Godos Marking Plus version of from Zoids. So if you like the Zoids, then there you go. Alright. Next. So McFarlane Toys is doing this really cool thing called page punchers. And some of them are the little like 4-inch scale figures, but these are if that's really his name, Kayla, then like that's about as appropriate as you can get. But so McFarlane Toys is starting to do these really cool page punchers where they're figures, and they've already come out in the smaller scale, but they are now coming out in the larger scale with different molds. So you've got a new very cool Black Adam that also comes with an exclusive variant cover, which is always cool. So he's got his little lightning hands, and he's got his cool variant cover. And actually, like, this dude looks pretty legit. Like, if you look, he's got some pretty cool armor going on. Like, that's pretty awesome. Like, I can't wait for that movie. I'm not expecting it to be great, but I hope it's pretty cool. Next, we've got some Pop figures. We got some Pop figures. Now, everybody loves Wally. Everybody's like, oh, Wally, Eva. Those weren't the real story. The real star of Wally is Mo. Mo. And we've got the regular and the chase with his little emergency light on there for him. So Mo. He was the best character in that movie. They just kept on dirtying up his floor. All he wanted was clean floor, man. Mo. There is some new Harry Potter stuff pops coming out. So you got Harry Potter with the Philosopher's Stone, and he looks all beat to hell and back. So cool. Or Sorcerer's Stone if you're from the U.S. Next, we finally started getting in. So my favorite show of the year so far has been Peacemaker. And if you would have told me 2 years ago that one of my new favorite DC characters would have been Peacemaker and John Cena, of all people, would play it, I would call you an idiot. But if you haven't caught this show, it's so great. Here's Peacemaker's reluctant, like, he wants to be Peacemaker's best friend and sidekick, but reluctantly Peacemaker just lets him, and he's the only person that keeps on sticking by his side. So Vigilante with his sadly unused chainsaw. It's a very funny gag in the show about the chainsaw. But if you haven't seen Peacemaker, go watch Peacemaker on HBO Max. It's amazing. You don't really need to see the Suicide Squad movie by James Gunn, but honestly, it's funny. If you don't enjoy that, don't bother with Peacemaker. Peacemaker's about 8 hours of fun. Suicide Squad's about 2 hours of fun. If you don't watch the 2 hours of fun, if you watch 2 hours and you don't enjoy it, don't watch the other 8 hours. So we got Vigilante, and we got a Peacemaker with Eagly hugging him, which is just amazing, which is also a very funny gag in the show. So, Peacemaker with Eagly giving him a hug. Can't wait till we get the other ones in, because Eagly himself is just carrying a bald eagle, or carrying an American flag. Or you can get John Cena in his underpants, which is how most of us saw him for several years until he became a legitimate actor? I don't know. All I know, he's pretty cool. And last but not least, our final pop figure of the evening is Big Bad Pretty One, and it is Maleficent in a 10-inch version as a dragon. And this thing, I'll tell you, is not light. Her base is very big, heavy, very cool. Her wings are very awesome. Just, in general, a really cool 10-inch pop figure. And that, my friends, is that. That's everything we have. So for the night, so lots of really cool stuff. Hope you come in and pick some of it up. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for spending your evening with part of your evening with me. As for big announcements, like I said earlier, Adventurers League starts on Monday. Monday at 7 p.m. Adventurers League. So please, if you are interested in playing some D&D, and not sure if you really want to get heavy into it yet, it's the best way to go. Play a little Adventurers League. We got some people to help walk you through it, and if it's for you, then great. Keep on growing in the community. If it's not for you, then you know what? No big deal. And if it is for you and you like one session, you know the next session is going to be different. So it's pretty cool stuff. Yeah, as always, we got our Friday night Magic the Gathering, Friday Night Magic. 7 p.m. for Commander, $5 buy-in, and 9 p.m. for Pioneer and Standard. So fun stuff there. And Saturdays at 6:30 is our Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. $5 entry in a box tournament if you win. So really fun stuff. Also, I will tell you, so a lot of y'all have realized that our AC has been out for, well, okay, so we have 2 air conditioners in this big building. One of them's been dead, and the other one's been working overtime to try to keep it somewhat temperate in here. And it's, with these 100+ days, it's been pretty rough. However, we got the new air conditioner a couple of weeks ago, but it's on our roof, and we've been on a wait list for a crane to get it replaced for a minute. Finally, that day has come. Friday, the crane is coming to install our new air conditioner. So this weekend, it will be nice and icy in the entire building, and we can't wait. So if you are looking forward to, if you want to come this weekend and play games, you'll actually get to be in a fully air-conditioned building again. I know we have had a couple of people that, because the heat does get up whenever it gets a little bit packed in here, that they haven't been able to come. So we hope that we see you back very soon. So yeah, new AC, Adventure League. We have not quite finalized our beginners classes yet, but we are literally right on the edge. We were hoping to start next Wednesday, but it's probably going to be the following Wednesday that we start it. But that will be coming within the next few weeks. The announcement and the solid information, the confirmed information, will be within the next week. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for spending a little bit of time with me. Good night, guys.